If you listened through all the way through, here's your amazing bonus, and let's just hear what that sounds like.
And with that, the man stormed out of engineering. As Geordie watched him go, he decided he could have handled the incident a whole lot better.
I like that little ad from him about the scene that we want.
I wonder if James Doohan just added that himself.
Not so long ago, Scott's quarters had seemed so spacious, he didn't know what to do with them. Now, as he paced from one bulkhead to the other and back again, they felt too small.
In the way. Used to be engineers had a little respect for each other. Used to matter if a man... What do you want? Which one's James Doohan?
As the door slid aside, it revealed one of the loveliest brunettes he had ever seen. Is this a bad time?
No. Captain Montgomery Scott at your service. What can I do for you? You left my in.
And grasped it firmly.
Didn't tighten up my performance.
Ship's
Hang on, Andy.
Actually,
they're listening to this. You're ruining it for them.
I'm sorry. It's your.
And also, I thought that the
that was written
was your part of your performance because it was the most beautiful brunette you'd ever seen.
Possibly.
All right, let's see if we can get back to that point, everyone, and see. Well, you know what? Fine. Let's see if
Make
everyone
your own
else
judgment. Let's hear it.
Here we go.
It's a bad time.
No. Captain Montgomery Scott at your service. What can I do for you?
She took his hand and grasped it firmly. Deanna Troy, ship's counselor. And actually, I'm here to see if there's anything I can do for you. Scott didn't quite know what to make of that. But his visitor was much too pretty to dismiss out of hand. He offered her a seat, then took one himself.
Why, thank you, lass. But I'm set for now. The quarters are more than adequate. The replicator is a wonder.
Scott smiled at her. She smiled back. But he still didn't know why she was here. And maybe, he mused, he didn't care. I'm glad you're comfortable, Captain, but I was actually more interested in how you feel.
How I feel?
Yes. It would be perfectly normal to feel disoriented, confused, or even frightened, following the kind of experience you've just had. Scott still didn't get it.
I suppose it's been a little bewildering, yes.
I'm sure you have a lot of questions about what's happened over the last 75 years. If you wish, I can show you how to access some of our historical records. Maybe help you discover what happened to your family and your friends. Scott recoiled at the suggestion.
I'm not ready for that just yet. It's a hard thing to realize that everyone you once knew is probably...
His voice trailed off as he suddenly realized what tone this conversation was taking. He regarded Troy with suspicion.
Pardon me for asking, but what exactly is a ship's counselor?
I'm here to watch over the emotional well-being of our crew. And of course, that of our guests as well. Scott felt his eyes narrowing.
And you're an officer?
Yes. They started assigning counselors to starships about 40 years ago, when they realized that the pressures of extended space travel...
You're a psychologist.
Troy seemed a bit taken aback. Among other things, yes. As I said, I'm here to make sure...
The Forge sent you here, didn't he? I may be old, but I'm not crazy.
You misunderstand, Captain Scott. Geordie didn't send me, and I know you're not crazy. Scott got to his feet, annoyed at the whole affair. What had started out as something pleasant was turning into just another form of humiliation.
You're damned right I'm not. And I don't need a ship's counselor or a psychologist or whatever else you are. I know what I need, and it's not here.
And scene.
I nailed it. I nailed it. If I had been performing that on set, I would have gone through the doors and I would have done, yes, yes.
just waiting to hear the director yell cut. Oh, yes.
Oh, bad. I left it all on the carpeted floors that time.